friends. It's Mrs. Schnabel. Today we are going to start covering main idea. But before we do, I want to introduce you to main idea in kind of a unique way. So, when I was a little girl, I loved to act in plays. In fact, I was in quite a few plays when I was in school. The first play I was in when I was in school was The Three Little Pigs, and I played the big bad wolf. I loved to be in front of the audience. In fact, I loved it so much. I was so excited to have that part, and I was excited to dress up for the part, to dress up as a wolf. I thought when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor. And it was something that I really enjoyed doing. So, what is your favorite activity? What's something that you enjoy doing? Let me know. So, for me, acting in plays was the main idea. The things that I do and how I feel when I act in that play or in the different plays, that's the details that support my main idea of enjoying being in plays. So when you talk to people, you often describe things by first saying the most important point, and then you give details about that point. Writers do this too. Good readers, they know how to recognize the main idea and the details in fiction and nonfiction text. Now, a few days ago, we talked about fiction and nonfiction. What is fiction? Well, fiction is fake. Remember? Fiction, fake. It's something that has characters. Maybe the characters are animals and they talk. There are illustrations. There's a setting where the story takes place. There's a plot, beginning, middle, end. There's a problem. The problem needs to be solved. Those are characteristics of a fiction story. And nonfiction is not fake. So it's informational text. So it's important to know the difference of those two. And it is important to know that you can find the main idea in a fiction or a nonfiction text. So let's go ahead and let's look at a picture. Okay? I'm going to make myself disappear. Okay. Go ahead and look at this picture for me. When I look at this picture, the first thing I need to do is I need to figure out what it's trying to show me. One way I can do this is by asking myself questions. I ask myself questions to make things clearer in my mind. Let me show you how I do it. The picture shows a family in a yard. What are they doing in the yard? Are they relaxing or are they working? Well, what kind of work are they doing? Asking and answering questions helps me recognize a main idea as well as identify details to support or tell more about that idea. So, the main idea is, in this picture, a family is working in the yard. And then the details, maybe the boy is planting. The dad is using a hoe to clear out the dirt. The mom has her gloves on. And the little girl, she is holding a plant in her hand. Maybe she's going to put it into the earth. So that is how we use this strategy to help us find the main idea in a picture. Now, let's go ahead and look at a text. All right. Let's look at this text. I'm going to go ahead and read this text to you. What lives at the pond? A pond has many living things. Fish swim in a pond. A fish is alive. Turtles are at a pond. A turtle is alive. Water lilies are in a pond. A water lily is alive too. So, we need to figure out what this text is mostly about. We looked at pictures last time, and that picture and the clues in the picture helped us understand what was going on. Now, in this one, we're going to have to rely on the words that it gives us. So, you're going to find in this text the main idea is stated for you. It's told to you in the text. And let me give you a clue. It's not always like this, but this is a big clue. And we're going to talk about this quite a bit in first grade. Now, a lot of the time, you can find the main idea towards the beginning. So, I'm going to read this again to you. And I want you at the end to tell me what you think the main idea is, and then we'll find the sentence that kind of matches it. Are you ready? Let's go. What lives at the pond? A pond has many living things. Fish swim in a pond. A fish is alive. Turtles are at a pond. A turtle is alive. Water lilies are in a pond. A water lily is alive too. Okay, so let's think. Out of these sentences, we have a sentence that says a pond has many living things. Fish swim in a pond. A fish is alive. Turtles are at a pond. A turtle is alive. Water lilies are in a pond. A water lily is alive too. We're going to look towards the beginning. Which sentence represents the main idea? It's stated, straight stated for you. What do you think? Well, if you said a pond has many living things, you are correct. So that is what this text is mostly about. Then fish swimming in a pond would be a detail, and also it being alive. Turtles are at a pond, and turtles being alive are details. Water lilies in a pond are details, and being alive too is also a detail. So this text is about a pond having many living things. It's stated for you. And then your details help support the main idea. So the details tell us what living things are actually there. All right. Let's go ahead and look at one more thing. I think this is actually very, very special. So, something you need to know about Mrs. Schnabel. Mrs. Schnabel loves animals. I just think they are so very special. This is actually a really sweet dog. It's a Cocker Spaniel, and they are such kind and sweet, happy dogs, and they're adorable. So Mrs. Schnabel just loves all the animals, and I thought I'd point that out, and we would do this text because I think it's fun to read and to practice things that you really enjoy and read things that you enjoy. So I chose to do this one. I encourage you to find books that you like so that you can practice reading the types of books that you like too. All right. Helping animals. I'm going to read this to you twice, and then we're going to discuss the main idea and details. Are you ready? Let's begin. Helping animals. People can help animals. A boy feeds his rabbit. A girl gives her horse water. A boy plays with his dog. A vet helps sick animals get well. How can you help animals? All right, so let's go ahead and read it again. Remember, we're looking for the stated main idea. Keep that in mind. There's going to be one sentence, and here's a clue. It's probably going to be towards the beginning. And this sentence is really going to tell us what the whole text is about, and then everything else is going to support that sentence, that main idea. Here we go. Helping animals. People can help animals. A boy feeds his rabbit. A girl gives her horse water. A boy plays with his dog. A vet helps sick animals get well. How can you help animals? Okay, so out of these sentences, which one is the main idea, what the story is about, or the text is about? People can help animals. A boy feeds his rabbit. A girl gives her horse water. A boy plays with his dog. A vet helps sick animals get well. Which one out of these is the main is the main idea? Well, if you said people can help animals, you are correct. That's what this text is mostly about. So, some of the details in the story or the text is the boy feeds the rabbit, the girl gives the horse water, the boy plays with the dog, and the vet helps sick animals. So, those are some details that support the main idea. All right, so I know that we covered a lot of information today. And I want to tell you that you did a really, really good job sticking with me. So, the most important thing that you need to remember today is that the main idea is just what the story's about. The main idea is what the story's about, and the details tell us more. The main idea is what the story is about. The details tell us more. All right, you did a great job. Thanks for sticking with me. Digital high fives. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work.